Hi there! Welcome to the Team Laika channel. I'm Laika and I'm here to help you out sa iyong susunod na exam. Now, today we're going to talk about the area and perimeter of basic shapes. And yes, I do have an older series pagdating sa lesson na ito, but I figured it's time for a revamp. Also, if you are part of our channel members and supporters, this is not the video for you. You have a longer version of this video with more quizzes and more examples. So if you're watching this, go ahead and find that na lang. Kasi syempre, that's bonus kumbaga sa inyo sa pagpapasalamat sa suporta ninyo sa channel na to. And yes, it's your support that can help me make this version, the one that's free for all. All right, so let's jump right in. This video is brought to you by the Team Laika Review books. More about these later. In this video lesson, we're going to talk about the area and perimeter of a square, a rectangle, a triangle, and a circle. And yung mga importante ring concepts na kailangan nyo matutuhan para ma-master ito. Iisa-isahin natin sila, okay? And we're going to start with something very simple, the square. Now, to figure out the perimeter and the area of a shape, importante for us to know kung ano mang pinagkaiba ng perimeter at area. Now, para madaling tandaan, isipin niyo yung term na perimeter fencing or perimeter fence. Ang perimeter kasi ay yung measurement nung mga guhit. Yan, nagsusurround sa isang shape. Okay? So, itong haba nito, dadagdag po sa haba nito, at sa haba nito. Samantalang ang area naman is going to be the area covered by the shape that was formed by the perimeter. Okay? So again, para siyang nakahiga. Gaano siya kalawak? Kung sishadan ko yung nasa gitna. Okay? Now, ano ba ang square? A square is a shape with 4 sides na lahat ng sides na yon ay equal. Importante din, of course, yung angle ay 90 degrees sa bawat corner nito. At dahil alam natin na, again, bawat side ay equal, which means ang lahat ng ito ay 15 meters din, madali na to figure out kung ano ang kanyang perimeter. Now, ang formula niya officially is that the perimeter of a square is 4s or 4 times its side. Kasi nga, i-add lang natin yung 4 na sides nito, 4 na 15. And if you substitute s with the 15 meters na nakalagay, that would be 4 times 15 meters or just 60 meters. Now, ano naman ang area niya? Now, ang area is going to be formed by multiplying the side by the side or side squared na lang. Now, ano ibig sabihin yan? It's going to be 15 meters times another 15 meters, which is going to give us 225. Now, yung unit is important. It's going to be meters squared or square meters. Important yung detail na yan pagdating sa exams. Kasi minsan, tama yung number, pero pagdating dito, nakalagay lang meter. Importante yung unit of measure. Okay? So again, it's 4s for the perimeter of a square and side squared or side times side sa area of a square. Alright, now, para hindi nyo makalimutan, it's your turn. Ano naman ang area at perimeter ng square na ito? Alright, let's solve it together para makita kung tama ang inyong sagot. The perimeter of a square is 4 times the side. That would be 4 times 20 meters or just 80 meters. Madali. Dito naman tayo sa area. The area of this square is going to be, again, side squared or side times side. That will be 20 meters multiplied by another 20 meters. 20 times 20 is 400. And then yung unit natin ay meters squared or square meters. Did you get both correctly? 80 and 400? Alright, now that you know how to figure out yung perimeter and area of a square, sa rectangle naman tayo. Now, medyo madali lang din ito. It's just that instead of all four sides being equal, sa rectangle, you have two opposing sides being equal. Yung isang pares, mas mahaba dun sa isa. For example, you have this rectangle right here na 10 meters ang kanyang width and 15 meters ang kanyang length. Now, those are the terms na madalas ginagamit. The length will be the longer side, the width would be the shorter side. But honestly, when it comes to tests, hindi naman ganun ka-importante kung ano yung tawag sa kanya. And in some questions, hindi sasabihin kung alin ang width at saka length. It's up to you to figure out na ang i-multiply mo ay yung isang side times the other side, pero make sure na kung i-multiply mo siya, ang i-multiply mo ay yung iba na side. Ano ibig sabihin ko dyan? This is also going to be 15 meters long and 10 meters long. Ang kailangan mong i-multiply ay yung magkaiba, 10 at 15. Hindi yung 10 at 10. Kasi in that case, ang makukuha mo sagot, pang square ba? Tingnan na natin yung formula. Ang perimeter ng rectangle is like this. It's twice the length plus twice the width. Or twice noong 15 meters plus 2 times noong 10 meters. Again, dapat magkaiba yung nilagay mo dyan. Kasi kung nilagay mo parehong 10, edi square na lang din yon. Now that we know that, this is going to be 30 meters plus 20 meters. Or just 50 meters. Now, of course, kung inad ko sila ng tabi-tabi, 15 plus 15 is 30, 40, 50. It's the same thing. Kasi again, perimeter is the measurement of the sum ng lahat ng kanyang sides. Now, dito naman tayo sa area. Ang area ng rectangle ay length times width. Okay? So again, para rin siyang one side times one side, but this time, dahil magkaiba ng measurement yung dalawang side, it's called length and width. So, this will be 15 meters times 10 meters, or 150 meters squared. Again, importante yung unit. Perimeter is measured in units. Area is measured in units squared. Okay? Now, ikaw naman, para makita natin if you really got it. Okay? Okay, tingnan nga natin if you got this right. So, ang perimeter ng rectangle is twice the length plus twice the width. That is twice nung length niya, which is 8 meters, plus twice nung kanyang width, which is 6 meters. This is 16 meters plus 12 meters, or 28 meters. Did you get it right? Good job. Sa area naman tayo ng rectangle, this is length times width, or just 8 meters times 6 meters. 8 times 6 is 48. Tapos ang unit natin ay meters squared. So again, 48 meters squared for the area and 28 meters squared for the perimeter. This is a great opportunity for me to introduce the Team Laika review books. And yes, books siya. Kasi we have the practice test booklets. Booklets kasi ang katumbas niya ay 4 na booklets or 4 na sets ng aptitude tests. Each set already has math, language, analytical reasoning, and general information questions. Of course, the answer key, answer sheets so you can practice shading, at more than that, an exclusive QR code that you can scan para makita ninyo kung paano ko sinosolve ang mga problems na ito. It includes discussions on some super secret techniques that I use para siguraduhin makatipid ng oras sa exam at syempre, makapasa. You also have the workbook number 1, hindi siya multiple choice questions pero it's designed to practice your skills para naman ready ka sa fundamentals mo. Skills, techniques, and it's best to use them together. If you're interested, go ahead and message us sa m.me/teamlaika to figure out how we can get these to you. Sa mga bumili na at bibili pa, maraming salamat sa inyo. Thank you for helping me help more people by buying these kasi these help us fund what we do here sa channel na to. Kung hindi dahil sa inyo, it'll be harder for me to make all these free content. So, thank you sa inyong lahat. And now, back to the video. Right, this is a little bit trickier. We're going to talk about the triangle. Now, itong example natin is an equilateral triangle. Pag sinabi natin equilateral, ibig sabihin, equal, lateral, equal sides. So, ang perimeter ng ating triangle is just the first side plus the second side plus the third side, which will give us just 15 meters plus another 15 meters plus another 15 meters, or just 45 meters. Now, the area is a little complicated looking, but it's actually quite simple. Ang formula niya is 1/2 base times height. Now, kung familiar sa inyo yung base times height as in two sides, and you wonder bakit 1/2, the idea is that if you take any square piece of paper and fold it in half, it will form a triangle. So, i-assume natin or bubuin natin yung square, and then from there, get half of it to get the form of the triangle we're looking at. This is going to be the base. Now, ano yung height? It's how tall the highest point or the corner, the tip of the triangle is from a point dito along the base. So, it's going to be this, pataas. This is going to be the height. Now that we know that, pwede natin i-substitute sa ating formula. It's 1/2 15 meters times 10 meters. Now, I'm going to show you a little trick that could help you when it comes to more complicated na mga examples sa exam. Meron tayong tinatawag na commutative property when it comes to multiplying numbers. Now, ang ibig sabihin lang nun is that ang 1/2, pwede ko siya i-multiply una sa 15 or i-multiply una sa 10. Kung ano yung mas madali for me to do my mental math, doon ako magsisimula. Now, just for this example, since 10 naman ito, it's just going to move the decimal place one time to the right. Gagawin ko na lang yung 1/2 ng 15, which is 7.5 meters, times 10 meters, which is going to give me 75 meters squared. Pero for other numbers, baka mas madali na kalahatiin muna ito bago i-multiply doon. Imagine if 20 meters siya, for example. Edi, yung 20 meters magiging 10 na lang. Kasi yun ang i-multiply ko sa 1/2 or i-divide ko by 2. Kasi that's the other thing. To multiply something by 1/2 or by a half, or to take half of it, is just to divide the number by 2. Pareho lang yun. Magkaiba lang yung pagkakasabi. Okay? Now, subukan natin kung kayo lang. I'll give you time. All right, let's see if you got it right, okay? So you have the perimeter of the triangle, which is just the first side, plus the second side, plus the third side. Sa case na ito, magkakaiba sila lahat. So you could go 9 meters, plus 10 meters, plus 6 meters. Kung i-add ko sila lahat, that would be 19 plus 6, 25 meters. Sa area naman, area of a triangle is 1/2 base times height. Our base right here to substitute is 10 meters. And ang height niya naman is 8 meters. Now, ito yung sinasabi ko sa inyo, pwede nyo unahin yung kabilang side. Kasi yung 10, madali na lang yan. Di ba, magdadagdag lang tayo ng 0 or mag-move tayo ng decimal point. So, instead of multiplying 1/2 by 10, I could go 10 meters times just half of 8 or 4 meters, 40 meters squared. So, ang kanyang perimeter ay 25 meters, ang kanyang area ay 40 meters squared. Okay? Next, we're going to talk about circles. But before we talk about the perimeter and area, there's one thing na napakahalaga na maintindihan ninyo. Ano ba ang pinagkaiba ng radius at diameter? Now, the way I like to teach it is that ang diameter is from one end passing through the center to the opposite end. Now, para madaling tandaan, you can think of D as a tall letter, no? Yung small letter D looks like that. That is the diameter. Now, ano naman ang radius? Ang radius is the point from the center pababa to 1 end. So, kung makikita ninyo, siya ay shorter version, no? Half of a diameter. That is the radius. Diba? So again, taller ang diameter kaysa sa radius. Yung iba kasi napagpapalit ito. Now, kung perimeter ang gamit nating salita sa mga shapes na may sides, sa circle specifically, we call this, instead of perimeter, the circumference. Now, ano ba ang formula ng circumference? Ang circumference of a circle is equal to pi times its diameter. Now, ano ba yung pi na yan? Ang pi is a special number in that it's the same constant na ginagamit natin for measuring circles. It's an infinite number. Pero usually sa exams, ang ginagamit natin ay up to 2 digits after the decimal. Pi is usually just 3.14 in tests, or sa case namin dati sa Kisay, it was 3.1416, 4 digits. But again, sa experience ko, pagdating sa exams, it's usually just 3.14, or may mga exams pa nga na they just use the symbol pi instead. Para hindi mo na i-multiply to 3.14, yung kung ano man yung minimeasure mo. Now, this right here, as you can see, is marked by this. So, ano ba to? Diameter or radius. This is the diameter, so hindi na natin kailangan baguhin yan. Pwede natin ilagay agad yung 3.14 times the diameter, 10 meters. We can just move the decimal place 1 point kasi multiply tayo by 10. That is 31.4 meters. That is the circumference of the circle. Now, pagdating naman sa area of a circle, the formula is pi r squared. Now, r stands for radius, which means hindi ko pwedeng ilagay ang 10 dito. Instead, kailangan ko muna siyang kalahatiin. 10 divided by 2 is 5 meters. Yun ang kanyang radius. So the area of a circle, or this particular circle, is 3.14 times 5 squared. Now this is where a lot of people get it wrong. I-multiply ko muna o isa-square ko siya. Now meron tayong lesson on order of operations, and probably familiar kayo sa konsepto ng PEMDAS. And pagdating doon, exponents muna, bago multiplication. Which means, itong 2 na to ay didikit doon sa 5. And we are going to be left with the area of circle being 3.14 times 5 squared or 25. Kasi ang 5 squared ay 5 times 5. Ito na ngayon yung imumultiply natin. 3.14 times 25. Now that would be 78.5 meters squared. Now, kung nakalimutan na kung paano mag-multiply ng decimals, may video lesson tayo on that. Go ahead and watch that first. Kasi yes, pagdating sa civil service exam in particular, at sa maraming mga exams, sa ganitong klaseng tanong, you are not allowed to use a calculator. So, you need to do it manually. Okay? Again, there are free worksheets on the website. You can go and download those for free. If you have a copy of the practice test booklet and the workbooks, meron ding additional exercises sa inyo doon. The answer keys should be there. And of course, you can always follow our social media accounts for more daily quizzes. We post sa stories, sa pages, sa broadcast channel, sa Viber group, all of the platforms na pwede namin i-utilize for free. You can use your social media accounts to follow us and of course, answer those free quizzes. Okay? Now, yan muna for now. As we always say sa channel to, never stop learning. Aja, kaya niyo yan. I'll see you next video if you subscribe and if you hit the bell icon. And I'll talk to you next time. Bye!